I ain't picking. Maybe a little, maybe. So. Okay, order flow block. This right here is some crazy stuff. I mean, I call order flow block. I don't know what ICT calls it. He probably taught it, but this stuff is a freaking tough thing. So basically, it's a buy to sell or sell to buy, but that already been tapped into, that has not went to the upper quad. I mean, that's not went to the upper quadrant or just touched the upper quadrant. So we have a sell. Okay, never mind. We have a sell to buy, and then we tap in, stuff like that, and then whatever. So from this sell to buy, since we already tapped in and had a bullish reaction like that, that just told me already that there are buyers in this box wanting to push price higher. That's how I look at it. So the fact that we tapped in and pushed up instantly, that just told me a lot of things. And the fact that we kept on going up, whatever. So the more liquidity we create, right, like we do something like this, a tap like this with speed, if we tap into the order flow block with speed, that is already a nice signal that you could take a trade, aim for the high, or just aim for an efficient price within the leg, within the current leg that just dropped down. Vice versa for selling opportunities, the same exact thing, same exact way it looks, really. So it can be in a form as it can really be in a form something like this, right? We don't instantly hit it and then we hit it and stuff like that, and then we go up, whatever, and then we sweep out liquidity, hit it again, and have reactions and stuff like that, and then we come back, hit it again. Like, it can be that simple. Like, it can be that strong sometimes. So basically, it's just a sweep of liquidity within a PY. Basically, a sweep of liquidity within PY. So we have something like this. Go up. We start pushing. We chop 50. Start pushing. Depending on how strong the box is, whatever. And this is just a supply example right here. Like, once we have already a strong conviction PY that we marked up, any sort of sweep that's in that PY is more likely high probability to continue the way you are tending to go. This can work in fair value gaps. This can work anywhere. There's such thing as order flow fair value gaps, what I've already tested. So if we come to a fair value gap, right, we trade up into a fair value gap. No. Let's say we have something like this, right? Nope, it's not it. Say we have something like this, right? That's fair value gap, and then we're gonna tap into the fair value gap, not hitting the upper quadrant. Lower quadrant, and then we see shoot down like that. Now, any other tap within this fair value gap, the more liquidity we build, this is also an order flow PY. I kid you not, it is that simple. So we're gonna go into real market, whatever, and I'm gonna just go to freaking this, right? The first thing I look for when I come into the market, I look for those sort of areas, order flow blocks. On any time frame, it's all fractal. This can happen on any time frame. This can work on any time frame. So the first thing I look for, I go to the day, and I see, okay, where are we at? I look for sell to buys or buy to sells. I see you could sell to buy right here, but no crazy order flow within this. And I see, okay, we have this one right here. This buy up to sell. And we already had a tap within here. And then what do we have? Liquidity right there. Now that's a reactional area more than likely. I don't know if it's going to tap all the way back up there, but even this one here. So you catching the drift? You catching the drift? And we can mark our quads right there, 50%, never closed. So what do you think your entry could have been? Right here. You can set limits. These are literally powerful. You can set limits. You can wait for a reaction to try to catch a scalp. You can do anything with these. These are just strong POI, strong areas of supply or demand, whatever the frick you want to call it, bro. These are just strong areas. You can scalp. You can scout with it. You can do whatever. We can go on a 4 hour. We can already see. Okay, first thing I'm looking for. Whatever. So what do we have? This whole box. What is this? This is a buy to sell. What's in here? Already bearish order flow. Already, whatever. So liquidity. Then we our inducement. We come up or whatever. We chop. I don't know if we're gonna edit, but create inducement. We chop, manipulate downwards to hit this. Hit this with speed. Reaction. And we even reaction off of that as well. The previous one we just took a sell off of. These are so strong, and it's not. I'm not gonna lie. 50% again. Now nobody's saying it's gonna hold, but reactions is where it's at. You get a reaction almost every time, like it's happening right now. Matter of fact, you might as well just already take your bet. Now, okay. Now here's another thing. When you get good at this and you start to realize that the more taps we have, the more weaker it becomes slightly. Depending on the context. So we already are pushing down. You want to ask yourself, if this is truly a strong one, it should just dump down like how this one dumped down. Hold on, stop doing that. How this one dumped down. Right, we just had an instant dump down, taking out the low. Now, if this one was truly strong, it shouldn't have so much taps. You know what I'm saying? One manipulation is cool, two manipulation is cool, but once we start having three and we start having to keep on trying to retest the 50%, that just tells me that buyers are stepping in and buyers are really in control. So after I realized buyers are in control, I start to look that if we start to go down lower, I start to look at that bearish move as manipulations. So look at this. We tap 50%. We should be valid to go down, but we tap again. What? Why we keep on tapping? Because obviously buyers are stepping in, and the fact that buyers are stepping in, you can just look for an area like this. Okay. Look for an area like this in the form of order block. I mean, it is an order block from right here, and you can kind of just set your limit right here. And look, we did. This was also sell to buy. What do we have? Taps within this. Liquidity. You don't have to put it below the liquidity every single time, because these are areas that have such strong reactions that it doesn't need to sweep out liquidity. If there's already liquidity right here, it doesn't need to. So boom, we place it. So to see, oh, we're getting more taps on the 50. So why are we doing that? Obviously buyers are in control in these areas. So now that we know buyers are in control, we can look at this down move in Asia as a manipulation. I just got Fred. I thought it went up from the outcast, whatever. But you catching it though. What do we tap? 50%. Never closed below 50%. So I guess this whole area was the area. Okay, whatever. But look what we did, and we ultimately disrespected it. Buyers were in control. That is so simple, and that is so. That's just tough. Like, it's so clear. Okay, 1 tap, 2 tap, 3 tap. We're still not going down. We had to tap it 1,000 times just to really go down. That means that this liquidity becomes alive. This becomes an area where sellers can take out, so buyers can step in to have a valid reason to continue higher now. Hopefully, that. And I don't need to make this video long, but I'm gonna do one more example. One more example, showing you that this stuff is fractal. Now this one, right here, yeah, this could be a reactional area. Right, it could be. Okay, yeah. Reaction on the hourly. Go on to 1 minute. Wake up, Neo. Let me stop. But no, seriously. 1 minute. That was a whole trend on the 1 minute. Whatever though. That's besides the point. But yeah. Now we're having a sweep. Now we have this sweep. Yes, we could get a reaction off of this sweep. But are we looking for a crazy bearish reaction? Well, this is a sell. This is a buy to sell. We're going to be looking for reactions off of this area, expecting that price is not going to be pushing past this so easily. Notice how I said expecting. It's cool. We went up. It's cool. We take this out. Alright, whatever. We take that out. What do we have to the left? Another buy to sell. And then we have a sweep of liquidity. What can we automatically expect? A reaction. What are we doing it with? Speed. What's on the 5 minute? Imbalance. Double lows. We have this unfilled whatever. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Nah, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. That wasn't good. That wasn't good. I ain't gonna lie. I'm forcing it because I'm just looking for whatever. Because we didn't even have no imbalance. I ain't gonna lie. We didn't have no freaking imbalance. I mean, this, it could have been, but there's no imbalance. You see, everything's efficient. We even went to go tap this. Like, everything's efficient. Ain't no imbalance. The best ones you want to look for is the ones with imbalance, though. But now we have a sweep of this. Sweep of the supply. And another buy to sell. Now we're going to 5 minute. And you instantly see, okay, we have this sell to buy right here. And what do we have? Inefficient price right there. What do we have? Imbalance, untouched. What do we gravitate to? Okay, the timing is kind of cheese and rice. So we just swept out that whole thing. No, this one. Alright, no. Well, my point proven still. Reactions off of this and stuff like that. Okay. Woo! I just got fried like 1,001 times, but it does not phase me because obviously we were seeking something to continue lower, and we were seeking out freaking double highs. Like, alright, bro. Cool. I mean, I really thought we was gonna have certain reactions off of it. Listen, I know one looks great and one doesn't. These ones, when I say expect a reaction, it's like, it's not like a, but I'm like, alright, this one, you know what I'm saying? It's a difference. Like this one. Hold on, no. It just doesn't look clean. It's not like a clean or a lock, but this would be nice. Yeah, nah, it's not, ain't nothing clean. Let's see if we still have a reaction after we swept. Top, go ahead. That's still order block, like, who knows? Do you know what it feels like to fall? We have sell to buy and a sell to buy. We have this right here. Liquidity below. Expect some sort of reactions within these areas. Start going up higher. That's cool. Right, we hit the inefficient price with speed. Now price is efficient now. This is also a form of a order flow block because you know, but I don't know. Still cool for reaction though. Boom. So we became efficient in order to have a valid reason to continue down. Okay, we have sweeps, and we never closed. Okay, so theory is still true. I'm saying about the multiple taps. Why are we having multiple taps? For what reason? Then we ultimately disrespect that. Taking out this high. Okay. 2, take out liquidity to fill the inefficient price. Inefficient price is filled. And then we have a reaction all the way down. Okay. There we go. Finally. Finally. Oh my gosh. But listen, it does not matter though. Reactions is all I'll be talking about. Then you see all the things I mark, most likely have a reaction. Whether small or freaking big. These can be a bias, and then all you have to do is just change your eyes for liquidity. What is the market doing? Manipulating to go lower or higher? What is it do? Is it building liquidity? Is there inefficient price like in a form of inbounds? You know what I'm saying? Like this is inefficient price. That's what I mean. Right here. We just swept out all this liquidity. What do we expect to do? To fill inefficient price? Possibly. Okay, boom. Inefficient price filled. We swept liquidity right here. Your target could be the inefficiency. Nobody's, I mean, that's how to have a reaction, but. So I'm saying. Alright, but yeah, I think I got my pudding gloss.